Dr. Wald, could you mention something about the exasperation that led the defendants to do the action that they have done and the continued exasperation that the ruling of this judge has prompted?
Well, literally the people, and I think it includes all the scientists who've looked into this. I'm carrying with me the last issue of the Bulletin of the Federation of American Scientists. That used to be the atomic scientists, a group of hard-headed, mostly physicists. I happen to be on its board of sponsors, not its executive committee. Hard-headed physicists, many of whom have advised the Pentagon through all the past years. So these people know what they're doing. And this is the February 1981 issue with the Council of the Federation of American Scientists, which is their governing body, issuing a statement under the head, "Nuclear war is national suicide." Now, as a matter of fact, why are irregular, perhaps illegal acts necessary at this point? Because there is nowhere to turn. I'll tell you that story in a few sentences. In 1961, something happened that has not alone been completely forgotten, but is now unimaginable. And that is that top officials from top representatives of the American government and the Soviet government, John J. McCloy for the American government, a good, respectable character. He's been chairman of the Chase Manhattan Bank. And Vladimir Zorin for the Soviet government, who had been the Soviet ambassador in Washington. Those two people brought, on behalf of both governments, a proposal before the General Assembly of the United Nations in 1961 for general and complete disarmament. No more national armies, navies, or air forces, only internal security forces. The Assembly accepted this with joy and set up the 18-nation Disarmament Commission. I think, in fact, this is just a personal opinion, that corporate America looked on that as the disarmament threat and got ready for it. And in 1963, 2 years later, I've already spoken of the disappearance of the term disarmament. That was the first casualty. And in 1963, we had the first so-called arms control agreement. It was the Partial Test Ban Treaty. 1963. If that had been a comprehensive test ban treaty, we'd all be living in a different world. And since then, we've had, since 1963, 7 multilateral and 10 bilateral agreements, so 17, so on an average 1 a year, arms control agreements, without even slowing up the arms race. And SALT II, which is talked about so much, is simply number 18. SALT II is no restriction on the arms race, but on the contrary, a license to go on with it. As President Carter explained as he was trying to persuade the Senate to accept it, it would not get in the way of any of our ongoing arms programs. Not the Trident submarine and missile, not the B-1 bomber, not the MX missile, not the cruise missile, not the neutron bomb. That's SALT II. Number 18 in this sorry history. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that there have been 18 years of complete deception of the American people in the form of these arms control treaties that have not even slowed up the arms race. This is now a desperate situation, and perhaps the American people will realize the time has come to do some desperate things to break out of it.
Dr. Lipton has something to say about the position of the medical community.
Sometimes there's an effort. There's an effort to isolate.
No, can we just finish?
Yeah, okay, and then I'd like to take it downstairs otherwise.
Thank you.